What if I tell you there is a better way to import geometry from Rhino to Grasshopper in an automatic manner? Many Grasshopper users right-click on the component, set multiple curve, one curve, and get information from Rhino to Grasshopper, but there's an automated way within Grasshopper by using a component called geometry. And in this video, I'll be showing you how you can use it exactly in your day-to-day workflow. If I go to Geometry tab, there's a geometry pipeline component, and if I hover over to that component, but I see there's no input in this component. But however, we have layer and name tabs. You can double click to name, you can double click to layer. So I'll be using layer in this. And if I type main roads, which is my layer name here, and if I double click to points, it will input nothing because there's no point that is associated with main roads. However, if I double click to the curves, we started to get the curves are turned into red, turned into green within this layer. You can double click to the BRAF and the meshes if you want to, and double click to reactivate that selection. If I grab a curve component here, I can get this guy. Now let's say these are my roads, right? So I can click on offset curve, get a distance, like 100, get a -1, imagining these are my roads, get a merge component, connect this one here, and pull these guys in. Obviously, I see that these two values are changing these two lines. What I can do instead, I can say graph to this so that I have both negative and the positive of these options. I can turn this off, I can preview this off, and I have my roads that are connected here as well. I can do the same thing. You can say copy this and paste, and this time instead you can say subroads, and maybe with subroads you can come up with, I don't know, a little more extension first because they're not inside of my trimmed area. You can say, okay, extend these curves. These are my curves. Type is going to be line or normal. Move this down, get this here, and maybe we can add 250 for the end. And let me see if we can get anything for the beginning just to see how it's going to work. So now we see that they are going and extending all these areas. And you know what we can do? We can do the same thing for the start option as well, so that we make sure that they are extended outside of this boundaries, okay? And the next thing that I can do, I can offset this instead of those ones. I can get this one. I can turn this layer off. I can turn this layer off so I know exactly what is happening. And you know, maybe we may want to do this with 2000 just to make sure that they are both, like the start and the end, are both going out of this equation, okay? And this is what I started to see now as my roads are going in. And the third one are the paths. So what I can do, this one, I can get this guy, copy this and paste, put this down here. And this time I'll just put paths, grab it in. And what I see here when I get this tinier roads, obviously I can make this even tinier. So there will be some kind of an hierarchy between these paths, and I can just get these all in. So obviously it looks a little dirty and unorganized right now, but what you can do, you can get all these curves and cut them with the trim component in Grasshopper so that you can play around with this, but I'm not going to go into the details of those. This is the main idea. I'll be just grouping them. If you want to get a free access to this Grasshopper definition, follow the link in description and join my school community for free. And if you want to get one-on-one coaching for Grasshopper with me, book a call with me with the link in description, and I'll help you to elevate your career by teaching you computational design. And thanks for watching this, and I'll see you in the next one.